Hello everyone, how are you feeling today? I'm feeling great, and today I'm coming at you unfortunately a week and a half late, but it's still better than nothing. I'm coming at you with Lair of Darkness structure deck opening. So yeah, before we open this, I gotta say that this structure deck is probably going to take time of schedules of other things. So first of all, Squishy Prime new episode is going to come out at the end of the week, and unfortunately, the combo that I promised for DDDs is going to be delayed a little bit. And yeah, I'm also working on other deck profiles, so it's going to take a while. It might even be delayed to even the end of the week, because I might actually going to give you guys a structure deck, and not a structure deck, but like at least one of my ideas to what to do with this deck, because this deck is so awesome. Not only because it's like good by itself, I'm not sure. I mean, it is better than counterfairs, which counterfairs weren't like the most horrible thing, because we had a lot more worst thing before them, even though they're not the greatest. But this is so awesome because of how much it can change the meta and how much good engine it is. Like, it's not the most broken one, but it can become like a really, really good engine. So that's really cool. And of course, this in the back here is pretty much your card list. So you can see what you get. So for all of you just want to check the product, I recommend to just check those before you buy the product. Even though I think like structure deck by themselves have a lot of value. Even this structure deck in particularly, I would say, even if it double its price to like $20 or something even crazy like that, I will still say it's like even over $10 its value. Like, the good cards inside of here are like crazy. But without further ado, let's get started with the opening. So let me just a second and we'll fight through the things. So first of all, of course, you have your guide, which is pretty much basic rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Of course, now we have the link summoning. They show you the cards from the late starter deck, which we supposed to have one soon enough again. Then you also have, I believe, the playmat, which I open up in a second. I just need to fight through to get the cards before that, so we'll be like have the cards and not just like that. Just give me a second, because like as like I told you in the previous structure deck, for the European one, they have like a stupid thing that need to hold it instead of just throwing it inside a box, and it's like, it's really dumb instead of like the American one when you have a plastic, which is, I don't know why they're doing that. So yeah, this is pretty much your structure deck playmat. Really looking good, like real good. And of course, on the other side, you have your combos and everything, and products that you can buy to intensify this deck and make it a little bit better and stronger. So Flame of Destruction is supposed to come out, the sneak peek, I think it's already going to come out in the week that I'm actually filming it. It's like already supposed to be legal at like the end of the week. But Dark Savers, you have like 2 weeks before that. But they are going to tell you some cards that are going to be there, so that's really nice to know about the reprints and the things that you can get there. So that is the playmat, so I'm going to use that, of course, to, I like always to do that when I'm filming a starter deck opening or structure deck or whatever. So I'm going to put that in here, that in there to just, hold it up, and I'm going to fight for the plastic, which is going to take me just a second. Where is the thing? Always going to be like oh, there it is. I think I found it. So I think I did, because this is just really annoying sometimes. Okay, that's annoying as well as it's like stick to my hand. But of course, you have the Duel Link advertisement card, and as you can see, they changed the art because of the new anniversary. And it's kind of funny that the game of Duel Links is almost popular as the original game, so that's really cool. But what we are here for is the cards, of course. So first of all, we have Lilith, Lady of Lament. I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. But its effect is, I will focus for a sec, a little bit better. Just give me a sec. Okay. If this card is normal summoned, its original attack becomes 1,000. Quick effect, you contribute 1 dark monster, reveal 3 normal trap cards from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses 1 for you to set to your side of the field and shuffle the rest into the deck. You can only use the effect of Lilith, Lady of Lament, once per turn. So that's really cool and really useful. Then you have, of course, Diablos himself with the following effect. Your opponent cannot tribute this card face up on the field, and you cannot target it with card effects. You can only use each effect of Darkness Diablos, Lord of the Lair once per turn. If a dark monster you control is tributed except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your graveyard if it was there when you tribute it, or in your hand even if it's not. So it's pretty much meaning they're already reading the rules, so it will be like an astrograph kind of effect. So if you're adding it from your hand, like let's just say you use Duelist Alliance, for example, like an astrograph, or you used the next card which we're going to talk about, effect to just add it to your hand, then you pretty much will be able to, to just use this effect to special summon itself immediately. And then you can tribute one dark monster, not tribute summon, my apologies. Your opponent places one card from their hand on either the top or the bottom of the deck they choose, of course. So this artwork is actually pretty sick, and also Lilith is like, it's also getting a good art, but compared to this, like, wow, this card looks amazing. Anyway, the next card is the only card that gotta receive a name change, and that is Arima, the Wicked Warden, which is supposed to be the Wicked King, I believe the name. But this effect, you can discard this card, add one Lair of Darkness, which is the field spell, from your deck to your hand. You can tribute one dark monster, draw one card, or if you tributed a dark monster other than this card, activate this effect, you can add one dark monster with 2000 or more defense from your deck to your hand. Instead, of course, you can only use this effect of Arima with a Wicked Warden once per turn. So the first effect you can use more than once, but this one is just a once per turn. So pretty much you going to tribute it to search this. The next card, of course, is the field spell, which is Lair of Darkness, which is the one that gives you tokens, and I'm not going to read all of his effects because it's like going to take a while, so I think, actually, why not? All monsters on the field become dark. Once per turn, you contribute one monster your opponent controls, activate a card or effect. You contribute one dark monster your opponent controls, even though you do not control it. So, yeah, that's really cool. Once per turn during the end phase, you can special summon many Torment tokens, which is a really cool name, as possible at the end of to the turned player's field in defense position up to the number of monsters tributed this turn, while this card was face up. So, this card is amazing. Like, it's making a lot of decks a lot more easier. Like, I actually thinking of like even adding this in my Predator plans, which is kind of crazy when I think about it. So yeah, that's the 4 cards, and then the Virus card, which is not the best card, but still looking really, really cool. You contribute one dark monster with 3000 or less attack. Your opponent destroy one card of their choice in their hand or deck for every 500 attack of that monster on the field. If you tribute a monster with 2000 or more attack to activate this effect, look at all cards in your opponent's draw until the 3rd turn after this effect resolve, and destroyed all monsters among them. Cards destroyed and sent to the graveyard by this effect cannot be activate their own effects the same turn. So that's really cool. You can use this card to like destroy tons of stuff, and your opponent cannot do anything against it. That's really, really nice. And that pretty much does it for the supers. And the last monster is Duke Shade of the Sinister Shadow Lord, who is pretty much having an effect to tribute any number of dark monsters. Special summon this card from your hand. So if you have Lair of Darkness, which is the field spell, of course, you can special summon this by tributing a monster your opponent controls. So it's pretty much becoming a kaiju, another kaiju. So that's really, really cool. And if this card is normal or special summon, you can target one level 5 or higher dark monster in your graveyard added to your hand. You can only use each effect of Duke Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord, once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate either of this effect except dark monsters. I don't know, it's just tongue twister sometimes to read effects. So yeah, you can use this to pretty much be your Vase Kaiju. I would say it's pretty much the worst card out of all of them, but this structure deck by itself is really good. So that's pretty much it for the new cards. For the reprints, we got Diablos King of the Abyss, which is a really cool card. We got Lich Lord King of the Underworld, Prometheus, Archfiend Emperor. This is a crazy reprint. Caius the Mega Monarch. I believe that will be costing like $4 to $5, even if like it's a common, because everybody love monarchs. Legendary Maju Gazzeret. Okay, I don't even know why this card exists, but okay. Vanity's Fiend is another big reprint because this card is like going to worth a lot. Mist Archfiend, interesting. Infernal Dragon, interesting. Archfiend Cavalry, interesting. Street Patrol, actually really nice, as well as like Phantom of Chaos. Plague Wolf, I don't even know what this card does, but okay. Fiendish Rhino Warrior, again, another good reprint. Curry Bandit, just get reprinted in almost every structure deck or starter deck the last few years, or like, I would say like 2 years. So yeah, that's really becoming annoying, but okay. Tour Guide from the Underworld, and Absolute King Backjack, another 2 good reprints. And then Relink Karibo, which is not considered to links, so just don't. It's for rituals. Anyways, that's it for the monsters. Now we'll move on to the spells. So Reoccurring Nightmare, a really good reprint. Allure of Darkness, Hand of Destruction, which I wish it was Prohibition, but okay. Foolish Burial Goods, because sorry for stopping, but in the Japanese one, in the OCG, they're supposed to get Prohibition instead of this, so I don't know why they changed that, but okay. Foolish Burial Goods, because it's an amazing reprint. Boogie Trap, Fire of Doomsday, nice reprint. I actually sold my Fires of Doomsday super rares last week, just because somebody thought you can use that in there, which is actually could be a really cool deck. Veil of Darkness, then the viruses that get reprinted in Legendary Collection Kaiba if you want them for cheap and for ultra rares. Crush Card Virus, Deck Devastation Virus, Eradicator, Full Force, and yeah, of course you have Grinding on now, so yeah, that's nice. Dark Light, which is a card that recently received some hype, so it's a nice reprint. Trap of Darkness, nice reprint. Mind Crush, this is probably one of the biggest reprints of the set. Rise to Full Heights, Curse of Darkness, Sinister Yoshiro, and then of course, lastly, your Torment token. So yeah, that pretty much does it for the structure deck. And if you're asking me what I think about this structure deck, overall, it's amazing. Like, this structure deck is awesome. It's worth it. Like, it's worth every penny of it. And it's just that good. Like, it's that amazing. It's just even worth, in my opinion, more than even $10. Like, even worth more than 15. I would say even 20. Like, it's that good. It's that good, and it has so much amazing reprints. So that is my review on the deck, and hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Sorry it took a little bit of a while, but I'm taking a new approach of like sometimes reading new cards effects if people like them. If you don't like it, I will not do it next time. And until next time, I'll see you guys, and stay safe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And we'll meet in the next video, which is probably going to be next week, because Squishy Prime is at the end of this week. So stay safe, guys, and see you next time.